The other plans that you have, Bibbs, what else do you have? What other plans do you have? Is this the only one?
Of this one? Oh yeah, that's the only one ever made.
Of the graveyard itself.
That's the only one in history.
So we have an idea of who's here,
yeah,
what plots they're in.
Yeah.
We've just got to try and figure out where this is. So what I'm asking you is, what other plans do you have that may show the graveyard on a larger scale? Yeah, this is showing us somewhere right in here. Okay, yeah. Here's our building, here's the front door, here's our circle, here's our access road behind us. So we're right in here somewhere. I change the settings from time to time to try and make it as clear as possible. I'm going to go back and forth. I'm going to turn different ways to try and get an idea of what I'm seeing here. As clear as possible. We don't have an exact location, so it's sometimes you gotta stop and move around in different directions.
Oh, I see. Okay.
If I just go around in circles, I'll never be able to figure out what it is what I'm seeing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right. So by working, if we work this rectangle right here from the parking space to the beginning of the driveway right here, as I go, I shift directions, and it starts to tell me where the disturbance is in the ground.
Yeah.
You know, so just to go around in a circle isn't going to give me anything that I can use. Now, if you come over here, all right, you can see layering from 4 foot down is pretty common, but you can see the disturbances here. So this is an unusual disturbance. You've got all basic flat layering. We've got a lump here, and it's about 4 foot down. We don't know how much this grade changed from the time that they had the graves dug. This elevation may have been dropped a little bit, so they could have lost a few feet off the top, which would have put you somewhere 6 foot down, if that's possible. So I'm just going to continue out a little bit further.
Is it okay if I put a little stake there?
Yeah, that's why.
Put it right here?
No, what I'd like to do is put it over here, Bibbs. Just lay it on the ground for now.
Just lay it right here?
Lay it right here. I'm going to come back. According to the plan, how far apart are the graves?
I take measurements too.
So the graves are roughly 5 foot wide, side by side.
Yeah.
See, everything was above 4 feet over here. That's really strange. I haven't come across a situation where the topography or the strata underground was so flat.
There's one there,
What's that?
a disturbance.
Right, you can see it right here.
Okay, so
we're
it's-
right in the center of it.
Okay, so let me put a marker there. So where should I put it?
Just right in front of right by the front of the box.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna fill this one up. You don't need that one.
No, don't, just let them stay there for now.
Okay.
Because it'll give us an idea of what we're finding.
Okay.
That's a little more interesting. You see how the layers
Yeah.
are disturbed right here? And that goes down maybe 6 foot.
Right here. Okay.
You know, I don't see any drainage in this parking lot, so it's not like they ran a pipe through there or anything, right?
Yeah.
There's no catch basins in here, nothing else. So we'll go back here. This is roughly right around the middle of it, right? So I don't see any catch basins. There's probably wiring for a light, but I don't believe that's going to come. There's wiring over there for a light. But they wouldn't have gone down 6 feet to run that,
Yeah.
power. We're right here now. You can see our yellow line. It puts us right about in the middle of the disturbance.
So should I unlock that? I gotta.
Well, I don't want to. You can throw something down, sure.
No, it's just. Yeah.
Well, right now I've got it set on asphalt. I'm going to change the settings a little bit, and we'll scan in here a little bit more to see if it picks up anything else.
Okay.
We'll try dry soil. All right, I'm going to go back here, turn around, and start again.
Okay. It's not a spot there.
Well, you know, it's showing a couple different things. I'm just trying to see what the distance is between them. What it looks like, the depths of the excavation. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything was dug below 4 feet for most 4 or 5 foot tops. Everything below 5 feet seems to be pretty original. but from our top layer, ground layer, to roughly 4.5 to 5 foot down, there has been disturbances. So I can't pinpoint anything yet. We're going to continue to look a little bit further though. So this is at 6, right? If that's 28, what's 28 and 5? 33. And nothing says I'm square with them, so I could be off on the measurement.
For measurement, right? I mean, a marker there.
No. We'll have markers all over the ground. We won't be able to tell the difference. And we got to remember, this is from
1890 or
1890. Yeah. Nothing was below 4 foot. I wonder what the water table is here. See, we've got all constant soils, and then we get to this area and it really starts to jumble up. And I'm just looking around. That tree's been there for 50 years, you know?
yeah.
So you got to try and think of what's happened here, because this sudden disturbance is unusual. You can see how constant it is right across all the way back here, and then it just starts to change. You know, so am I far enough into it, or have I not made it there yet? So I'm going to continue out a little bit further this way. That's really, really strange. I've never encountered that before, where the ground is so constant. It's so constant, and then all of a sudden it just changes like that. We went from pavement, we went to dry soil. I've never come across this before. I changed the settings, okay, to keep the explanation simple. But we can see that the ground again in this area is showing more disturbance, if you will, and then all of a sudden it comes back to flat soils, flat horizons. Some unusual things for sure. We'll go a little bit further. I'm going to move over a little bit and hit that area again. I'm going to go over the grass there. Over here. So, you know, the funny part is, I'm not getting, excuse me, I'm not getting that common strata on the grass side of the drive. And as soon as I get back onto the asphalt, how far are we from your house?
About 7 minutes.
What I'd like to do is, you said there was a cemetery behind your house?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to head there and try and get a better idea of what the signal should be crossing the grave. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm looking for, but this particular, let me try one more thing. This particular, and again, we don't know if we're in the right spot. There could be nothing here at all. You know, I'd like to give it the time it's due to do the job and to be able to treat all of them. The other spots are going to be super difficult without going in and clearing out all the brush first, and we don't even know where we're clearing.
Yeah.
You know, so back up a little bit here. See, that's only 2 foot down, so that's not going to mean anything. Yeah,
Unless they pull some soil away to build this.
well, what I'm thinking is they may have cut this down, but again, if we go by the original growth of the trees, these trees are all around the same age.
Yeah.
You know, so this grade couldn't have changed that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those trees are got to be 50 years, 60 years old anyhow. Are they 100 years? I don't think so. You know, so they weren't here when the graves were dug in most cases.
Mm.
And again, we don't know how much this elevation changed, but at the same time, I have never looked for a grave before. What I have looked for is trenches and things along that line, so they should be fairly simple. The problem is a grave is a very small area under the ground, and if we don't know where we're looking, some of these lines may not bring it to my attention that there's something there, and we don't even know if there's something here to begin with. So I'd like to try and get a better idea of what I'll see if we go to that cemetery up by your place.
Okay.
And that way we know where the graves are, and I'll know what I'm looking for. So I think that'd be a smarter way to start than just going all over the place here.